Hey everyone, I'm Joe, and today I'm going to be reflecting back on 2017 and looking forward to 2018 and setting myself a few reading goals. So first of all, the 2017 reflections. Now 2017 was a really good reading year. I had a very large number of extremely good books. The first goal that I set myself, I didn't set it in the video but I said it afterwards, and that is the Goodreads challenge, which is basically reading a certain number of books in the year. And for that I set myself the goal of 104, which I thought was both reasonable without being excessive, and I set that goal more to just get rid of the annoying question that it keeps asking you when you go onto the Goodreads website, because it keeps repeatedly asking you, do you want to join the challenge? And it never goes away for months on end unless you do. So it was driving me mad every time I'm on Goodreads. So I sort of did the challenge more to get rid of that, frankly, than anything else. Anyway, I did easily achieve the goal of 104 books. I actually read 203 books, so I nearly doubled the amount of books I set myself, which was frankly surprising, because not because I managed to be successful with the goal, just because I've actually never read that many books in a single year before since creating this channel. Many years before creating this booktube channel, I probably would have read this amount of books, but ever since I've had this channel, I've read slightly less books. But slowly my reading speed has been improving again, so now I'm starting to read a more reasonable number of books to my mind, to me personally, so I'm quite happy with this number, and hopefully 2018 will be something similar. The second goal that I set myself was to repair the gender diversity of the authors of the books that I read, because in the previous 2 years the gender diversity was more than 80% male for both years, and that was basically horrible. I just really didn't like the fact that for every 5 books I read, 4 of them were by men and 1 was by a woman. That seems really uneven, and I wanted to try and fix that and sort of get it a bit more even, at least. Not all the way even, but at least if I could get it a bit better, I'd be happy. And I can say again, I was extremely successful with this goal. And in fact, I actually managed to read an exact 50-50 split, which is frankly absolutely remarkable, because I didn't expect to be able to get 50-50. I thought it would probably be about 70-30, to be honest, towards male authors. So the fact I've managed to get 50% female, 50% male is surprising to me. Although not in some ways, because I did read several series by female authors, long running series, like for instance the Vukovic saga and the Mary Russell series. So, you know, and they obviously add up and really bolster that split up. So I'm quite happy with this goal, I really am. Trying to maintain that goal in 2018 is going to be difficult, to say the least, frankly. A continuing and ongoing goal was to finish all ongoing series, and for this I pretty much mainly did. Now obviously I have started more series since then, of which I am now working on, so this is the sort of goal that never really ends, because yes, I'll finish some series but then I'll start more, and then next year I'll finish some others, start some more. You know, it's not going to end, because you know, I'm always starting books all the time, so you know, it's one of them things. But I'm happy that I got rid of some of the longer series that had been lying around and I'd been slowly working on for many years. Now the series, I'm going to try to read them in a more timely manner rather than spreading them out over multiple years. Now I can try and read them in maybe a year or 2 at the most, rather than, like, you know, 5 years or something stupid, which was frankly annoying. And the last thing I set for myself was to buy less books in 2017 than I had in any previous year, at least previous year on BookTube. And I failed this goal spectacularly, frankly. It's the only actual thing I really did fail. I bought over 50% more books in 2017 than I did in any other year since I've had this channel. Now I'm not really surprised by this, because as time's gone on, the amount of books I buy per year has slowly increased. Although the last 2 years before 2017 had kind of evened out and almost plateaued, and I thought that was going to stay the same, or possibly even I might manage to slightly reduce it. Not exactly. 50% increase in the amount of books again in 2017. that's pretty severe. I mean, obviously if I couldn't afford to do this, I wouldn't. So I'm not really bothered in that sense, but it's still a bit much though, frankly. So I would like to reduce it. Still, that's an ongoing goal as well, because that was a bit too much really for my liking. So that's it for my 2017 reflections. Now I'll talk about my goals and plans for 2018, and the first of which is a very simple one, and that is the fact I'm going to set 104 books yet again for my Goodreads reading challenge goal. 104 books, as I said previously, is not a overly difficult goal. As long as circumstances don't change drastically, then I should be able to easily read 104 books in the year. I mean, I nearly doubled it in 2017. Obviously circumstances could change, however, so I could fail it, but if I do, whatever. It's a fairly arbitrary number anyway, so if I can achieve it, good. If not, whatever. I don't overly care, to be honest. It's just a nice thing to aim for anyway in general. The second thing that I'm going to try to achieve is to maintain the gender diversity of authors. Now this, as I said, is going to be extremely difficult in 2018, because in 2017 I read several longer series, like the Cozy Saga and the Mary Russell series. As I said, they really helped maintain the female ratio, and several other authors as well. In 2018, however, I've finished those series, and those were long running series of like 10 plus books, so it's going to be very, very difficult. Plus, I actually don't have many books by female authors left on my shelf that I haven't read yet. I mean, I have more than 80% of the books behind me in this room are by male authors, so to read 50% female authors, I'm going to have to get hold of a lot of books by female authors. So, I mean, it's achievable. It just requires some serious effort and some serious planning in advance, because I've got to get hold of the books to be able to read them in the first place. Should be a major problem though, but 50-50, I don't know. I reckon it's probably more likely to be 60-40 or something this year, to be honest, because exact even is going to be very difficult indeed. But we'll see. I hope so. I will try as much as I'm able. And the third and final goal that I'm going to set myself is to reduce the amount of owned but unread books I have on the shelves behind me in this room. Now, I counted all of my owned but unread books on the 31st of December 2017, New Year's Eve, and as of that moment, I had 226 owned but unread books. Now, I obviously like to have, I think I've mentioned this before, a certain amount of unread books available to me, because it always gives me the opportunity to just decide, right, I want something new, I want something different, so I can just go to my shelf and find something that I haven't read before and just read it, which I like. However, 226 is a little bit much for my liking, really. I would like to reduce it by a bit. Now, I'm not saying some stupid number, like I'm going to reduce it to like 50 or something, or reduce it to 0, because one thing, I don't want that anyway, because I like having an amount of unread books, but also it's kind of impractical anyway, because I am going to be buying books still in 2018, hopefully less than 2017, but I'll still be buying them. So reducing them to that level, not really going to happen. So if I could reduce it to maybe less than 200, which is only a mere 26 books, I'd be quite happy with. But frankly, any reduction would be nice. It should be achievable, because I do plan to read several of the longer series that I've got sitting on the shelf behind me. So this should be an achievable goal. I've said that before, but we'll see. So that's it as far as the goals are concerned for 2018. I do have a few plans for the year. The first of which is, as you may already know, because I did do a video about it, is I am going to be going to the Worldcon, which is held in San Jose, California in August. I am really looking forward to this. I will be meeting several fellow booktubers there, and in fact I will be sharing a hotel room with a couple of them, and this just should be really fun and just frankly a great experience, and I am really badly looking forward to it. I mean, I've got to sort out the flights to get to the Worldcon in the next month or so, but other than that, it's already basically sorted, and I've got no real worries about it now. So it's a done thing now. I'm going to be at the Worldcon in California in 2019, which I'm amazed that I'm going to be going, but really happy about. the other plan that I'm got is there's a few long-term projects I'm still working on. I've alluded to them last year, and I'm still not going to tell you what they are exactly, at least not yet. One of them I am going to be doing a video about in the near future. The other one is a very long-term project. It will take me at least a few more years before I'm actually able to do it, but I am getting there with these projects. It's just taking me a long time because, frankly, the amount of books that both these projects require, well, the few other projects, well, they're relatively minor by comparison, is enormous. I mean, I need to obtain in some way and read a vast quantity of books to do these projects well. And obviously I'm only going to do the projects well. So it's taking me a while, but I'll get there slowly. Anyway, with that said, that's it for all of my reflections and all of my goals and plans for 2018. Let me know how your year went, how your reading year went. Did you achieve the various goals and things that you wanted to achieve, or did you fail some of them? I mean, I certainly was fairly successful, but I failed obviously the one goal in a spectacular fashion. All my social media links can be found in the description box below, as they always are. I mean, that said, that is it for this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you another day. Bye for now.